Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's happening with the market? For those of you watching in the future, here's a summary of what I'm thinking right now is the next 2 weeks are going to be choppy, and then we'll see about what happens after that. And so up or down, we need to figure out what's going on in the next 2 weeks. I will short. I'm looking for shorts more than longs until we see a reversal in altcoins, which we just haven't seen yet. So anyway, hello everybody. I'm assuming people are going to hop in here. So good morning. Thank you for that gift. I am pretty neutral right now. Okay. Next 2 weeks will be a big move up. We'll see. And GM Green Vein, hello Lily Wallace, afternoon, Wind Moon, not after the next 2 weeks. Will we ever see alts reverse though? Ha. Yeah, that's the question of the day, right? The live stream on YouTube is members only. Good morning, Rob. Let me change it to everyone. So we will see a reversal in altcoins, but here's the deal. I believe we will see a reversal in altcoins soon, but there's a difference between what I believe and how I'm acting. I am not buying the dip on most altcoins right now. I will buy after a reversal. And so I think you guys know the drill by now. You know, buy the dip, HODL, DCA. I'm not a believer in any of those things. I've never been a believer. Well, not never, but for all of 2024, I was not a believer in that. You buy the dip in an uptrend. You don't buy the dip in a downtrend because we can keep going down. You know? So good morning, Jersey Guido. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to say good morning. When do you think we move down to around 52% dominance will be? I will let the market lead me, okay? I don't know. Maybe March. Maybe. But I'm not encouraged by the weekly close on Bitcoin dominance. It was very close. There was a level, so just so you know, there was a percentage that I was hoping we would close the week below, and that was 61.54%. And where did we close the week? Last week. We closed it yesterday night, in the United States at least. 61.54% was the level that I was hoping we would close for Bitcoin dominance. We closed at 61.68%. Okay? So reading between the lines, my honest assessment on that is that at least for short term, we're going to see Bitcoin dominance continue to go higher. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it how I see it. Okay? That doesn't mean that could mean short term that we see Bitcoin itself go up to $120,000, $130,000. But for altcoins, that means that as Bitcoin's climbing, that maybe they'll climb a little bit, you know, but anyway, I won one of the prizes with Champs last night. Wow. That's awesome, Dave. That's awesome to hear. So say good morning to me, please. Good morning, Redemption. Champs legit. Yes, listen. All right, guys, I made a video about Champs. It did a little pump and then went right back down after I made the video. It's just the market we're in. It's really frustrating. But I'm working with the team on Champs on a crypto education project that I am very excited about. And they're moving slowly, but they are doing their due diligence. So as far as Champs is concerned, my level of confidence in that and in the people behind that project is very high. Okay, so we're not going to see Champs do a rug pull or anything like that. It's not going to go to zero. It might hang around 100,000 for a while, and maybe there'll be some excitement leading into the next big sporting event, all that stuff. But they're in it for the long haul. I'm absolutely convinced about that. Said in December, was convinced Bitcoin dominance was not done. Fed just aren't pivoting anytime soon. Felt obvious. Dave, you were right. Yep. And so what was I hoping? I mean, in December, Bitcoin's dominance was plummeting. And so I was hoping for a moment, you know, a moment more than what we saw with Bitcoin dominance. But you were right for sure, man. I said a long time ago, markets will go up in March. Don't forget. All right, Matt, for sure. You look stressed. Why? Really? Is that a joke? I'm assuming you're joking. I do not. I'm not stressed. I'm tired. I woke up very early this morning to play racquetball and got my butt whooped by two old men, which is just how that happens, you know. And then and so I'm tired, but I'm not stressed at all. So, bro, when's meme coin season? We're not seeing meme coin season for a while, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. So, I mean, for a while, I don't want to say for a while, but more so, there's a series of events that need to happen first. Okay, we need to see looking at where Bitcoin dominance is right now. We need to see the first thing that we're going to need to see is a big a breakout for Bitcoin. So that's the big thing. That's my big takeaway looking where Bitcoin dominance closed the week is, all right, you know what? Bitcoin dominance closed the week. We are in a confirmed uptrend for sure with Bitcoin dominance. So next thing we need to see is Bitcoin shoot off like crazy. If Bitcoin dumps, then that's going to be really bad for altcoins. So hopefully we see Bitcoin shoot off like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised. How long? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have any answers for you. I'm just saying the first thing we need to see before we see alt season, before we see meme coins explode, is Bitcoin dominance for Bitcoin's price to shoot off really hard. Good morning, Eli. Morning, Creed. Thoughts on HEEHEE? HEEHEE is not immune to everything that I just talked about. Okay, I'm not doing a $100 giveaway. How long have I been live? There we go, Tyrone. Your eternal question, maybe like 10 minutes. No, 7 minutes. All right, so HEEHEE is not immune, but here's the thing that I want you to have some kind of confidence with HEEHEE versus other meme coins is I will never, ever, ever give up, okay? We are going to see when the market conditions are right, an amazing move with HEEHEE, and you can at least have confidence in one thing. When that time comes, all in 100%, and we've seen just a little sliver of what we can do when I start speaking, because I feel a lot more freedom now after Trump launches meme coin as I start talking about 100x's with HEEHEE and stuff, which I believe that whatever the peak for HEEHEE is going to be, it's a 100x. So at the very least, let me give you some kind of peace of mind with HEEHEE. All right, now's not the time. Now's not the time for HEEHEE to do a 10x overnight. Bitcoin's dominance is communicating that. But there will be a time. There is one thing, okay? There is one thing that I am absolutely convinced of, and that is that we will have euphoria. The question is when, and I am open-minded about that. You guys have heard me say over and over again that that the end of 2025, or the beginning of quantitative easing, I should say, is the time when I am going to be an absolute moon boy. All right? So that's going to be the best buying opportunity of the decade. Earn, learn, grow. You do not throw that word out. I am dead serious right now, and you spelled it wrong. It's not a rug till the conditions are right. No, stop it. You guys throw that word out too liberally, especially for something that I've been giving my life to. Okay? I'm not. That's your one and only warning. I don't care. I know you've been on this channel for a while, and so I'm not gonna. But you say that word again, and it's an instant block. I have no patience for that. What do you expect of CPI data this week? Normal. So, meme before May, maybe not, man. You backed it, so I'll take it back. Thank you, Earn, Learn, Grow. Don't do that, guys. It hurts him deeply. Roaster, you're unique. I'll just leave it at that. Does it hurt me? No. I mean, it's just annoying. Okay, a rug pull is something that, you know, it shoots up in price, and then the developer sells his bag or removes all the liquidity. It's not something where somebody gives their life to, and the market just doesn't in the moment, in a specific moment, you know, show any favorability. So, all right. That being said, I've been making some DCA buys over the last week because some high conviction alts are so effing cheap. Yeah, I mean, Yes. Okay. Where's Bitcoin at 97.3? Thank you for that. Thank you, Crowman. Or good afternoon, Crowman. And thank you, Real Monkey. Rugs are intentionally scamming their own holders. Yes. Altcoins are at a level where it would make sense to buy. I'm not buying. I'm waiting for the other side of a break of the downtrend. Can we all take a minute of silence for the Fitzo crypto bag holders? Who's Fitzo? What's Fitzo? I don't know what Fitzo is. I don't think people appreciate how bullish this new administration is for crypto over the course of the next 4 years. Yes. Yeah, I saw a comment about Trump. Trump's destroying the markets because of these tariffs. It's that, and I listen. Short term, the tariffs aren't great, and I don't even know about long term. But that is so short sighted to say like, oh no, because my short term bags are down, Trump's destroying the market. Just give it some time. My goodness, man. Good morning, Dale. I saw a tweet from Shubaduki Dev said in June they will end QT. I saw that. I don't see any. Yeah, Joshua Jake. I don't see any evidence for that. Okay, that seems like an okay timeline. I think most people would prefer the end of QT to come sooner than that. But listen, the end of quantitative tightening is not the beginning of quantitative easing. Just FYI. The end of quantitative tightening does not mean the beginning of quantitative easing. That means we still have a few more months. What in the world was that? I saw some oh, that's uh-oh. I hear some people working right now. There's some people doing some work on the building I'm in. All right, I'm sorry guys. I might have to cut this live stream short if that's going to keep going on. Here's the deal. The building that my office is in is on the market and is going to get sold, and I am today moving my office. It's not that bad for us, really. I don't know, man. 7 kids are jumping on the roof. It's bad for me. It sounds terrible for me. How does it sound for people on TikTok? They're drilling for Bitcoin. So I'm moving my office today. I am, after this live stream, I'm unplugging all of my computers. It's not bad. Okay. I'm unplugging all my computer, my monitors. I'm moving it all to a new office. It's going to be a better setup, I think. All right. It's not too bad. Okay. I'm just going to keep going then. I'm sorry because this is going to keep going on. But FYI, new office coming up here. So what else are we talking about? Blaming tariffs is pure ignorance. Okay. Wes Watson said, Will Watson, you mean this morning that FOMC yearly report suggests QE is coming? You know, if QE comes sooner rather than later, I'll be very excited. I'll be very bullish. And the whole end of 2025 timeline that people are so married to, I will be a believer in that. Let's say quantitative easing comes in March. All right, that's something that entirely flips my narrative with where I think the market's going and when it's going to peak. We're back to the 4-year cycle, which is still nonsense. The Bitcoin 4-year halving cycle is just nonsense, okay? It's not. It's always followed monetary policy and quantitative tightening and easing and stuff like that. It's just been a massive coincidence. And I think finally people are waking up to that, because all over X, what am I seeing? I'm all of a sudden seeing people talk about things that I've been talking about for months, which is quantitative tightening. It doesn't make sense for this massive alt season to happen after quantitative tightening, or during quantitative tightening. Alt season will be well after QE. Listen, I thought that there was a possibility of a moment, and I actually still do think that. I think we could see a moment where Bitcoin dominance does go down, a season where it goes down because of the belief that it's happening, and just because of the charts. Like that big liquidation event that happened has always preceded a big run for altcoins. What will happen short term? Another run down, then up. I just answered your question as you were typing it. Let's see. I'm live on YouTube, everyone, by the way. World War Bitcoin. I am going to answer questions. I can't answer every question on YouTube. I can't on TikTok. This is killing me, guys. Bro, how ya gonna drill up? Trust me. Think of your bags and run. Okay. What killed the 2017 bull run? Absolute insane euphoria. Insane, just pandemonium. So either lots of excitement kills a bull run, or just, you know, black swan events, or I don't know. I wouldn't say black swan events, but all right, let me move on. People keep losing their minds after every conference that government hasn't bought 2 trillion Bitcoin yet for reserve. Yeah, 2 trillion in Bitcoin. Is that a dryer or a washing machine? Is somebody doing some kind of work here? Let's see. Sounds fine. Good. Keep going. Nobody cares about the noise. I care about it. Bitcoin dominance closed above 61.54%. So does that mean you're more bullish on Bitcoin than altcoins as of now? I am more bullish on Bitcoin than altcoins. Was he drill? I saw a plumbing van outside of my business. I don't know. I have no idea. So yes, I am more bullish on Bitcoin than altcoins, given the fact that Bitcoin's dominance closed barely above 61.54%. But what does that mean? Okay, so whatever the case, you need to be more bullish on Bitcoin than altcoins right now, and I'm sorry to say that. All right, so that could mean that Bitcoin shoots up to $130,000 and altcoins just kind of follow along, but just don't do as well as Bitcoin. Or it could be what we saw in 2024, where Bitcoin just kind of chopped around for 6 months and altcoins just bled. Or worst case scenario, which, I mean, that's a pretty terrible scenario, but worst case scenario is Bitcoin dumps and altcoins just dump even more. But whatever the case, yeah, Bitcoin dominance, given where it closed on the week, I don't think that was a liquidity grab. You know, don't kill the messenger. Just there's going to be euphoria at some point. What month you out? I don't know, man. I mean, listen, I sold a lot of crypto the previous Saturday. I don't know why. I felt like something was off. That was right before the liquidation. I would have told you guys, but I was on my paternity leave, you know. And so now I'm probably like 50% in stables. I'm sorry to say that. I sold a lot of, I'm a whale in this one crypto. I felt bad, and not HEEHEE. But I sold maybe a third or half of my bag in that one crypto. I had a lot of it. I was trying to be respectful to the charts, you know. So rates coming down, inflation coming down, so crypto crashes because of this. Bro could have made 1 minute video saying he is selling. We would have been saved. No. All right. Sure, you want me to neglect everything else that's going on. It was Saturday. Let me tell you what I had on Saturday. First of all, I had a wife in bed, and then I had 3 basketball games for my sons and play practice for my daughter. But yeah, let me pause and make a video to tell you guys that I sold while I'm exhausted and passed out. All right. Anyway, Ski is saying on his live right now that Solnick is way better than HEEHEE. Is that true? Jat, no, you're done. You're done for this live stream. I'm going to just be done. I'm done with you, Jat. I highly doubt that you're saying that he's actually saying that. And you're just here to stir up nonsense. Okay, so goodbye, Jat. Sorry, man. You know, maybe come back in another life or something. Is it worth me selling my HEEHEE just in case alts don't pump? Do whatever the hell you want to do, man. I've already explained my perspective on listen, HEEHEE is not immune to whatever's going on in the market. But when the time comes, you will not have regretted because I'm all in on HEEHEE. And that's all I can say. Okay? So you guys going to... Pretty sure Devin would never say anything like that. The Jat Roaster guy, he's just a pain in the rear. He's gone. He's done. So I'm not been angry. I'm just asking for advice. Yeah, listen, if you're going to ask for advice on selling HEEHEE, I just... It's impossible for me to give you a legit answer on that. All right, just don't. If you're gonna, what do I say about that? It's like, should you buy $10,000? You have $10,000. You want to buy $10,000 of HEEHEE right now? I'm sorry. I'm just too emotionally attached to this particular crypto to actually give you like legit advice for the short term. All right. So yeah, the only thing that I can say is that HEEHEE will have its day, just like a lot of other alts. I'm absolutely convinced that there will be a day. All right. So I can't give you short-term analysis on this crypto that I'm too emotionally attached to. But what I can do is tell you that there's going to be a day, and I say that with full conviction. Anyway, let's keep going on. Alex, if QT ends in March, are you still sticking with go away in May? Yes, because QT does not usher in QE. Running through my car, Bluetooth, I don't hear a thing. Okay, cool, Dale. Honestly, I want Bitcoin dominance to go back to like 70%. ETF should push it higher than expected because ETFs aren't transitioning to alts the same degree that normal market participants would. But I've given my objection to that. Normal market participants own a lot more crypto than the ETFs do. So, Alex, you need a chill pill. What are you guys talking about, man? What is going on here? How much will HEEHEE do this bull run surpass all-time high? Yes, when the time comes. When do you think this alt moment will happen realistically? I mean, potentially March. Alts are extremely oversold. Maybe we can at least have a release rally. I mean, that sounds right. They are very oversold. Altcoins are very, very oversold. And listen, again, all right, I'm going to say it again. I talked about this in my video last week. What did I say in my video? I said, generally, what happens after that big liquidation that we saw last Friday or last Sunday is about 3 weeks of chop and then a move to the upside for altcoins. All right, I'm just going to say that again. All right, this is what I believe will happen. And we've had 1 week already, 1 week of chop. So we have 2 more weeks. And I know these next 2 weeks, they're just going to suck, even if the prices just stay exactly the same for the next 2 weeks, because there's just going to be so much anxiety in a lot of your comments and everything. And I'm going to have to absorb that during my live streams. But what I think is going to happen next is we had that big liquidation. Some people called for that. Blockchain backer in particular, we had that big liquidation, bigger than COVID for altcoins. And then after that, generally what comes is 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks of chop, 3 weeks of chop, and then a move higher until we see something else happen, whether it's a significant move to the upside or a significant move to the downside. That is what I believe is going to happen. All right, so anyway, do you have long-term holdings you don't touch, or do you sell anything in the bull run? Everything in the bull run. I have my Bitcoin. I'm not touching my Bitcoin at $100,000. I'm not selling it. Wait, you sold everything? I did not sell everything. My goodness, man. No. I sold some of my higher risk cryptos that were up big. This particular crypto that I sold is a crypto that did very well. All right, so I'm not selling my cryptos that are down huge. This crypto has had an amazing 2025, and I own a lot of it. All right, so I was up pretty big on that crypto. So it just made sense for me to take a decent amount off the table. Congratulations on a newborn baby. Thank you. Bye, he just GG going to take us to the moon. Okay. They own a lot more for now. Now, LOL, give it time. Sure. Sorry, what's HEEHEE coin? I don't even want to go into that. It's a crypto that I created. Is there a chopper? Nope. Full moon is coming. Uh-oh. Bitcoin to 120K in the next 30 days. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't think he will do more than a 10x, so I'm out on 10x. Congrats, man. You know, listen, actually, all right, my game's my world. I think that next leg up, whatever the case, you know, we see if this is how it plays itself out. The next leg up, I'm talking about an alt moment. I'm not talking about alt season. I'm talking about an alt moment coming in March that's actually going to burn a lot of people because they're going to believe it's alt season when it's not. I think he is going to 4 cents. I think that's the next leg. So I don't entirely disagree with you on that. But what I'm telling you is when quantitative easing is turned on, he is doing much more than a 10x from its current price. This reminds me a lot when Bitcoin was chopping around 50 to 70K range in the summer. It's starting to take shape like that. Yeah, I hope that's not what happens. That was pretty miserable. Altcoins are in a lot worse position than they were in the summer. You know, a lot of them have gotten below, you know, not all of them, but some of them gotten below where they were. Most of them have. Honestly, if I was asked to genuinely just look at it from a TA perspective, Bitcoin does definitely look like accumulation right now, not distribution. There we go. You know, some people say accumulation, some people say distribution. I didn't hear all of what you said, left for a second, and when I came back, it sounded like you said you sold most of your crypto holdings. Yeah, no, I was about 20% in stable coins. I sold a lot of one crypto that I was up on, and then I sold a lot of my my random meme coins that I've been holding a couple $100 worth, and that's it. That's it. You know, and whatever. Paper hands everywhere. Oh, I'm the king of paper hands. Have you heard of pube on base? No, I have not. Listen, being paper hands, paper is too solid of a substance for me. We are talking about assets that you know are going to be worth a lot less even than where they are now. Or, you know, it's like we're talking about a Ponzi scheme. We're talking about like legit a Ponzi scheme with 99% of these cryptos. Yes, I am paper hands. I'm lettuce hands. I have zero conviction in so many of these cryptos. What's your thoughts on Hood on Sol? I don't know, man. I mean, I made a few bucks on that. I'm just not sure about right now. I know that they're really trying. I think in a different environment, Hood would have gone to $1 billion market cap. It got to 100 million. Will you add Trump to your spreadsheet? No, I'm done with my spreadsheet, man. Is AOS going back to $1 or lower lows? I'm sure the AOS chart does not look good. Let me look at the AOS chart. 40 cents. All right. Listen, I look at a chart like AOS, and you can see it seems like it might be holding at a certain level here around 40 cents. That's maybe a good sign, or maybe it's going to drop to 33. But like short term, I cannot say that AOS is going to $1. I mean, it looks terrible. This chart looks so bad. But this is crypto, man. It can turn on a dime. We could see AOS at $1 next week. I don't think so. But this is a crypto that I'm just like, I am not buying a chart that looks like AOS's chart. And a lot of cryptos look like this. So is being 50% in Bitcoin, 50% in stable coins a good idea in your opinion as of now, rather than being 100% in altcoins? Yes. Right now, yes. Given where Bitcoin had its weekly close, Bitcoin's dominance, right now, yes. If that's where you are, listen, I am not anywhere near 50% in Bitcoin and 50% in stable coins. I'm more like 10% in Bitcoin and 40% in altcoins and 50% in stable coins, okay? So it makes sense given where Bitcoin's dominance is. But all right, let's see here. Got a text from my wife. Sorry, my second youngest child knocked my newborn, off of the bed. I wish she just. He's probably. I'm sure he's fine. But isn't that what second youngest children do to youngest children? All right, Sui. I mean, Sui doesn't look as bad as other altcoins. It's just, yo, AO's team of frauds. Nah. What do you think of Champs? I just made a video about it yesterday. So I have a lot of confidence in this team because I'm working with them on a crypto education thing that I think is going to be great. And the amount of effort that they're putting into it, it's just, I'm really impressed. So Sui doesn't look too bad. It bounced very well off the 200-day. I mean, it's still in a clear downtrend, just clear downtrend, guys. It's like so many of these cryptos. It's just, I'm not a fan of trying to catch a falling knife. I'm not trying to time the bottom. You try to time the bottom, you're going to lose. All right, what you do is you see reversal, which it's not difficult. I did this in August, and it worked out very well for me. You see a reversal, that's when you buy. And given how aggressive this downtrend is for Sui and for a lot of altcoins, the reversal might come soon. You know, it might come. Maybe Sui goes down to the 200-day. 200-day moving average is at 264. Sui right now is at 323. Maybe around that time is when Sui's a good entry. You still in on Sui, Jack? Unfortunately, yes. Which crypto did you sell? I don't want to say what crypto I sold. It was one crypto in particular that I took a decent amount out of. I can't believe I got some money back from FTX. Hey, maybe that's a bottom signal. People are going to put it into crypto. Ponky thoughts? Ugh. I'm sure the chart looks terrible. What do you want me to say? It's another one of those things. It's like, it's fascinating to me. It was not Beppe. It was not Beppe. I did sell a little bit of Beppe, I'll be honest with you. But Ponky thoughts. Listen, it's so funny. These massive market cap cryptos, these big market cap meme coins, they're supposed to be safer than something like a HEEHEE or a Solnic or Fat Cat, you know, but they're down more. So Ponky, Popcat, Fartcoin, they're all down more, even though they got to, I mean, Ponky didn't get to 1 billion, but the other two did. And Ponky, I'm not seeing any signs of a reversal. It's just looking pretty similar, like a lot of other altcoins, a lot of other meme coins. And so maybe, you know, last week or so it's been flat. Maybe there's a chance for a reversal coming, but I tend to think that once it hits the trend line again, it's not going to break through. Excuse me. Ondo. What about Ondo? What's up with Ondo? Pepe is cooked right now. I wouldn't touch Pepe yet, but there's going to be a time. I'm telling you guys, man. I'll buy a bunch of Pepe for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Pepe chart looks terrible. Ondo's been holding up pretty well. I am curious to see what happens after this conference, you know. Isn't there, I mean, I don't remember when the conference was. Do we got to pay attention to Powell tomorrow, or is it not an important speech? I didn't know he was speaking tomorrow, so I don't know. I mean, you always got to pay attention to Powell. I don't think there's anything earth-shattering that he's going to say. Rose looks good on the 4-hour. Okay, Lavi. I mean, it doesn't look good on the daily. I don't pay as much attention to the 4-hour as the daily. I mean, 4-hour, I see what you're saying about the 4-hour. Daily, it's just, and it's actually, if I were to draw a trend line from bottom to peak, or from peak to bottom, it's got some time still. All right. I mean, it's closer to resistance than support. Support for Rose is 3.4 cents. Resistance at this point is like 5.4, but as the days progress, the trend line's going down, so more like 5 cents. So let's see. I did a lot of shifting around TBF. I got out a lot of my lower conviction plays and shifted to higher conviction plays. I think that's not a bad idea. So what about XYO? XYO is one of the few that's actually looked good lately. I don't know. I mean, listen, I didn't sell any of my XYO. I did not sell any of my XRP. Absolutely not. I think if there's any altcoins that are going to be first movers when it comes to a rip to the higher side, it's the XRP Orbit and Solana. Those are my thoughts. Surprisingly, I'm doing better on my value stocks than crypto. That doesn't sound all that surprising at all. So XYO, oh, I clicked on XRP. What's up with XYO? Yeah, XYO is holding up pretty strong. I'd say that chart looks pretty bullish. It's holding support at the 50-day moving average. It held support at the 100-day very well. And then, you know, right now holding at the 50-day. So anyway, I thought alts were getting slammed. Then I watched the Super Bowl. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Any Chief fans in here, but I really enjoyed that Super Bowl. Still bullish on ICP for 2025, 2026. Yeah. You know, at some point, I don't think it's going to $200 or anything like that. Not anymore, at least. But all right, Pendle is still in a downtrend. You know, maybe that liquidation wick was the bottom, got down to $2, almost exactly $2. Right now it's up against resistance. So this is the time I am normally buying. Okay. I'd much rather be buying here at stronger support levels. Dave, you can make an argument. You can make an argument for buying right now. I always wait for after. Walter White says, I will get wrecked. I will not get wrecked. Of all people, I will not get wrecked. I promise you, Walter White. I am the king of paper hands. All right, I'm not going to get wrecked. Oh, not you. Okay, my bad. At what price has been put in the CLLM? I need to reset the CLLMs, Andrea, and I'll do that today. I already did reset them. I'm going to reset them again. When will you be 100% in altcoins? I'll never be 100% in altcoins, but when will I be all in, you know, as all in as I could be? QE. Whatever comes next, I'm not going to be 100% in altcoins with whatever comes next, which I do believe, again, is a move to the upside. All right, I'm just going to say that again. I believe the next leg is a move to the upside for altcoins. But even with this leg, I'm not going to be all in because we are still in a phase of quantitative tightening. Now, when we get to quantitative easing, I think market-wise, it's going to be a very scary time. The quantitative easing will begin and money printer will be turned on as a response to negative price action. But it's going to be that time when a lot of people are going to be calling for Bitcoin to go under $10,000 or something like that I'm going to be all in. So I think we're going to have a pump before FTX reimburses clients. Market maker don't want to have a good price. Makes sense. I'm the youngest. My older brother beat the hell out of me. That's funny. Were you in on that jail stool thing hyped by Portney over the weekend? Missed it early and glad I didn't FOMO. I bought some at $100 million market cap. I put it into a CLLM, made a couple $100 on the fees that I collected, and then I sold the bag that I bought at break even, and then I sold the rest of it that was put in the CLLM at like 180, and now I'm done. That thing's done. So. What about Axelar, in your opinion? Would it touch $4? Guys, again, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Champs is more of a long-term play case. Live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Let's see, Axelar. I am able to answer every question on YouTube, not on TikTok, though. So, Axelar still, what about it? You know, it looks terrible. Can it get to $4? It's 10x from here. During alt season, during QE, sure. You know, I don't really know what to make of the chart. It's just, yeah. I mean, there's nothing about Axelar. Boss, I'm sorry, I already talked about Sui. I'm not going to talk about it again. I went pretty in depth on it. Thank you, Walter. Sorry, I just missed what you said was done. Oh, the Dave Portnoy coin. Thank you, Duco. The Dave Portnoy coin, it shot up to $200 million over the weekend. I'm pretty sure it's now at 50 million, something like that. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That thing's done. Oh, dude, it's more than done. If I could short this thing, I'd short it full port right now. It's at 33 million. It was at 200 million. This is the least surprising thing in the world to me. that the Portnoy coin would go down like this. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he sold some of his bag. Because I think he was talking at some point about selling, which you just don't do with a meme coin. You don't talk about selling your own meme coin. And it's like, I've been in this for almost a year now, having my own meme coin. I have never once sold a dime for personal gain, only for marketing. And Dave Portnoy is talking about, well, I haven't sold any of my crypto yet, but I will at some point. And it's like, as soon as he sells, it's over. Let's see. All right, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong about all that. Maybe I'm wrong about all that. Because I'm reading Portnoy's tweet. I put hundreds of thousands of dollars of my own money into Jail Stool and promised up to 1 million more as it grew. I promised not to take any out till 1 billion market cap, which then gives everyone a target to, all right, I'm going to exit well before 1 billion. I could have cashed out for 6 million. I didn't, but I'm not just going to promote forever for free while sharks eat minnows. I've done exactly what I promised to do, like I always do, 100% transparent. Actually, okay, reading that tweet, I believe him that he hasn't sold any of his, but he's going to move on. All right, Portnoy is a notorious buy the peak kind of guy. I remember when he bought GameStop at like $400 in 2021. And so this thing's done. I think it's done. Yeah, oh, Portnoy tweeted he's done. There we go. It's done. He's done. He lost a lot of money again because he buys the peak of everything, and he has no idea what he's doing. It wasn't his coin? Oh. Whatever. Let's move on, man. Is Pepe cooked? It's cooked short term, but it's not forever. Injective. What about Injective? Injective's another one. What do you want me to say about Injective, man? The chart looks abysmal. Now, I mean, at some point, this thing can turn around, but not right now. It's lost every key level of support. And right now, it's at resistance at its lowest level of support. This level hasn't been touched since 2023. And it cut through that level like butter. And right now, that level's resistance. You're the main man. Thank you. Thank you. All right, anyway. HEEHEE to 4 cents after Bitcoin dominance goes down. Yes. I think Ondo 10x from here, it's okay. My biggest conviction. Ondo's a great project. I remember asking back in May 2024 to wake me up in September. What should I have said? Wake me up in late February 2025. Just wake me up when quantitative easing begins. Is Gala dead? Nah. Everything's dead, right? Nothing's alive. Everything's dead. So, shorting Fartcoin with the anticipation of these new tariffs. Market makers need any reason. Whatever. You know, I made a video, and I don't mean whatever to you in particular, Bigfoot Bulldogs. I've really struggled shorting these meme coins that have just like gone straight down. It's so bizarre. It's as if, and I wouldn't be surprised, let me put my conspiracy theory hat on. It's as if they know, that the reason why a Bitmart or a MEXC would have Fartcoin in its futures portfolio is because they can manipulate it a lot. When they see that shorts are heavy, that they can manipulate it more than a lot of other cryptos. When shorts are heavy, it's like, okay, you know what? Fartcoin's up 28% today. Amazingly. They know, all right, we got to get rid of these shorters. And I know some of you are going to respond like, duh, obviously, Alex. But I'm telling you guys, I think they can do it even more heavily with these meme coins to make it to the point where it may not even be worth shorting Fartcoin unless you do like a 1x short on it. So let's see. Gold just put a new all-time high. That's not a positive indicator for crypto. Not at all. It's funny. I rewatched my Bitcoin price prediction video that I made on January 2nd, 2024. And I said I was very bullish on gold in that video. I forgot that I said that, but I was at the time. But you guys don't want gold, right? It's a relic of the ancient days, and I'm being a little sarcastic when I say that, because being a holder of gold has been very lucrative. It's just you don't want only a 50% gain over a span of a couple years. Anyway, I took that tweet to mean he's done with it. He's done. He's done. Portnoy, VRA, man, you guys are a glutton for punishment if you want me to look at these charts right now. Bro, when do you think the bull market starts? Well, it started in November of 2022. So I don't know what to say about anything else. Let's let the market lead us. I believe we'll see a reversal sometime soon, but right now I am shorting more than I'm longing, because what I believe and how I act are two different things. Okay? Caspa looks terrible. All right, VRA looks terrible. It's lost every level of support. Well, all right. It's right now at its bear market bottom level. It's not something I'd mess around with. As far as like, you don't short VRA at this kind of support. But we'll see. You know, LCX still on track for 1.6. Nothing's on track for anything right now. You know, is it on track? Yeah, sure, at some point. But we're looking at these charts. They all look terrible. A handful of them look okay. Chainlink looks actually okay. It looks decent. But, yeah. Next bull run, yeah. Caspa prediction price. I gave an initial price target of $1.07. Something like that, $1.07. When we see quantitative easing, at least. Another cryptocurrency that looks really bad is Caspa. Okay, another one that has it's back to 2023 prices. It hasn't been this low since 2023. Coming in late, when do you think we'll go up? Foregone. My BFF forever, Foregone, is in the house. And he wants to know when I think we are going to go up. And so how about this? How about I say what I've said already a million times? 3 weeks of chop after that liquidation event, and then perhaps we will go up. What happened to Dogecoin? What do you mean what happened to Dogecoin? It's probably done what everything else has done. Let me look at Doge. 25 cents. Doge it actually looks a decent amount better than most other altcoins. It's just gone down so much. I love this foregone dynamic. Yeah, you like that he takes the attention away from you, Moose Knuckler. Still same thoughts about Beppe. My thoughts, listen, I have two different things going on in my brain when you ask me the same thoughts about whatever, you know? So same thoughts about Beppe. I really, really like Beppe. I love what they're doing. The market, but short term, I can't really be bullish on anything. Any altcoins at least. I can be bullish on Bitcoin, and then, you know, if there's anything else that I'm bullish on, it's going to be the XRP, the ISOs in Solana short term. But I think we need to see Bitcoin. I think the next thing that needs to happen for any kind of bullishness for altcoins is Bitcoin. With Bitcoin's dominance where it is, Bitcoin has to lead the charge. It has to be Bitcoin at this point. Unfortunately, I had some hope that we would close below the 2024 peak this weekend, and we closed a hair above it. Which, if we're going to close a hair above it, that communicates to me that the market is going higher for Bitcoin's dominance, which means we need to see Bitcoin shoot up to 120, 130, something like that, before there's hope for altcoins to do what we want them to do. It has to be Bitcoin first. And so I think it's going to, and if you were to force me to choose what I think is going to happen next, it is that Bitcoin will do that. So Bitcoin, and then what I've been saying again is 2 out of 3 or maybe all 3 of Solana, Ethereum, and XRP. So that's mostly where I want to be holding my crypto right now is ISOs and the Solana ecosystem. So Solana and its ecosystem, not just Solana. Because I think once that happens, that we would see a fake out of sorts, a move back down to the 50s for Bitcoin dominance that a lot of people are going to get caught flat-footed on, and they're going to think it's alt season when it's just another alt moment. So when you say chop for 3 weeks, oh, come on, man. Come on, Foregone. Could you just please use your brain? Just use your brain. So here's Foregone's question. When you say chop for 3 weeks, do you think we will stick around the same prices as of now? Let's see. Personally, I don't think Injective is going to do well. TVL performed positively in March run, but November, December did nothing. There we go. I have tons of gold ETF. Got a hedge. I had 100 shares of the gold ETF. And I wish I still had it, but I don't. You think this alt moment could be something similar to December? I actually think it could be better than December. I think we could see 1,000 people in my live stream with this alt moment. But I'm telling you guys, there's going to be more losers than winners if we have that. Because my guess is that we would see Bitcoin dominance go between somewhere between 50 and 55%. But so many people are going to be screaming alt season that they're just going to hold all throughout that and think they're going to say that we're going to 40% or maybe even lower than that. And I'm telling you guys, if that happens, not during quantitative tightening, it's not happening during quantitative tightening where we would see altcoins go down, Bitcoin dominance go down to the lower 40s. During quantitative easing, I'm a huge bull for the end of this year after everything bottoms out at the end of this year because I'm a huge bear between whatever July and October, November or something like that. Or I'm just a bear for the end of the year, but I think it's going to be an amazing buying opportunity. That's what I should say. So people saying golden cross on. No, I'm done with you, Foregone. You can come back tomorrow. I am live on YouTube though. You think this alt all right, let's see. Kronos. I'm on the Kronos chart. What do you want me to say, Will? Another chart that looks terrible. Alex, I ain't sold yet. I was waiting to see what happens next month and make my decision. At this point, makes sense. XRP thoughts. I just shared some. Bullish on it. I think we're going to drop this week with more tariff announcements. Well, look at what happened yesterday. Here's why I'm going to disagree with you on that. There were tariff announcements yesterday. There was announcements that Trump was going to introduce 25% tariffs on aluminum and something else like that. I don't remember. And we saw an instant dump from that, but then we saw a full recovery, and it could have shaped out that was a repeat of the previous Sunday, and it didn't happen. I think the shock to the system already happened with those tariff announcements on a weekend, very low liquidity, huge liquidations, and then we saw an attempt at least at a repeat of what we saw last Sunday. We saw that yesterday, but it didn't happen. So, all right, at least Kronos isn't below its November 5th pre-election price. Hey, we can always take something. HEEHEE fire. I'm with you on that. I honestly don't see an end of QT in H1 at all. I'm with you on that, Dave. Unemployment ticked back down to 4%. Inflation not coming down. Something drastic would have to happen for QT to end in H1. I mean, yeah, looking at reverse repos, it would make me think that at some point they have to. Are you still holding H-bar? Yes. How many in live? 277 on TikTok. Champs to 7 figs eventually. Meme coin super cycle looks far away. Where's Murad now? No comment. At this rate, I'm out when Bitcoin dominance is at 55% from PTSD. Can't complain about that. Good morning, Alex. Should we all be buying silver? Silver. Maybe. I'm looking at gold right now. I don't like buying charts that look like gold's chart. Let's be honest. I like gold a lot. I like it. I know crypto people love to hate on gold, but I've never been a hater of gold. Before I found crypto, I was really big into precious metals because I'm just dark. You know, I'm just dark with where things will go eventually when this house of cards collapses. So I love precious metals. But silver is very heavily manipulated. I'm sure the price of silver is doing pretty well right now. I just don't know. So can you speak about Super? Super's not going to do anything until it's just, what's the point? You know, at some point, maybe Super is going back to $6 million in market cap. But what's the point of their team expending all this energy right now when the returns are just so, it's like the level of PvP has intensified so much to where people they're just not willing to hold. You know, Peanut hit $2 billion because the conditions were perfect for Peanut to do what it did. There is no Peanut now. There's no Peanut hitting $2 billion. There's nothing. The only thing that could happen is what happened when Trump launched his meme coin. If Trump never launches meme coin the day before, you know, the weekend before the inauguration, but then he decided to do it now, yeah, that would get to billions of dollars. But it's just, you know, it's not worth it for a small cap meme coin like Super to just go all in. This is marathon level. There will be a time when we have the sprint, okay? But right now it's a marathon. Too many coins now, so each crypto will lose dominance from previous runs. Thoughts? I don't like. Yeah, news seems to be holding well. Maybe not this time, but we'll surely get at least one big run before 2030. Oh, listen, man. I'm a bear for the end of 2025, and some people, that's all they hear. I am a mega bull for what's coming after. If I'm right about the end of 2025 sucking, what comes after that is mega. I am more bullish than what's his name, than Sage. I can't wait. But all right, too many coins now, so each crypto will lose dominance from previous runs. Thoughts? I don't like that argument. All right, that's the scapegoat that all these people who were promising you that 2025 was going to be this year, when all of your wildest dreams were going to come true, now they're looking around for an excuse to tell you why they were wrong. And that's what you're going to hear from so many people is, oh, it's too many coins, a dilution. Oh yeah, that's blah, 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 whatever, you know? But you look at the total crypto market cap, and we haven't gotten anywhere near any of the projections, even including mine. And why is that? It's because of the thing that I've been talking about this whole time, which is quantitative tightening and rates being where they are. But we're just in a season of quantitative tightening and rates being where they are. There will be a time when rates are much lower and where there will be quantitative easing. And I also believe that there will be a time when, you know, when the level of money printing is at COVID levels. Okay, so whether or not there are too many coins, everything's going to pump at that time. XRP, Solana, Ethereum, even Ethereum. Internet computer. Name your least favorite utility crypto, it will pump. Meme coins, it depends. You know, I'm nervous about any meme coin that's being held or being run by these people who were believing that 2025 was going to be this year that all your wildest dreams are going to come true. Because they're going to become so disillusioned that they'll just give up. You know who's not going to give up? Because you know who's been pretty, I can't tell you I've been 100% right. I have not been 100% right. But I've been pretty on point, okay? And so you know who's ready right now, who's like an ant in the fall preparing for winter. That's this guy. And so you know who's going to be in perfect positioning to take advantage of the time when it comes. It's this guy. Okay? So I don't even know where I was going. That was a very long effect here. Are you saying the amount of new coins will have no effect? I am not saying that, Tyrone. I am saying that the effect is way overblown. What do you mean by money printing? Man, I just do yourself a favor. Look at M2, Google M2 money supply, and look at the chart and look at it in 2020. Solnick or HEEHEE, easy. Not easy. I don't want to say easy, because somebody's going to go and do what that roaster guy was saying and say, oh, Alex was talking so much trash about HEEHEE or about Solnick. I'm obviously going to say HEEHEE, okay? But if there's anyone that I would rather ride with other than myself, it is Devin Yaboyski. So let's see. When is it? When is that time? You want to know the time. I can't give you the time, okay? Aside from the say, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. All right, when is quantitative easing? Quantitative easing isn't anytime soon, I don't think. All right, so we can have a moment where we make money, short term, next month or two. I do believe that that's going to happen. But you guys, I'm begging you. I'm figuratively on my knees, praying, begging you guys, do not get too greedy if and when that time comes, because the real bull run is still pretty far off. I'm sorry to say that. It's still there's going to be a moment, I think, when there's going to be money to be made, when you're not going to want to listen to me. You're going to want to listen to all the moon boys who are going to be telling you, this is the time we've been waiting for all of these years. This is the time, and it's going to be a fake out. There's going to be money to be made. You'll make some money. Just please, I'm begging you, don't round trip it. Do not diamond hand, paper hand. And then what's coming? And this is all, maybe I'm wrong, okay? This is what I've been riding with this whole time. And as of right now, it seems like it's playing itself out. That we will make some money, not when Lexus, when Lambo, we'll make some money now, soon. And then the end of 2025 into 2026, that's my timeline at least, is when it's just going to be absolute pandemonium. Or when, not when it's going to be pandemonium, but it's going to be the buying opportunity for the pandemonium that's coming after that. Anyway, do you think we'll have an alt season with just a Bitcoin reserve without rate cut? We'll have an alt moment. I got a bunch of silver, sold my gold a month or two ago. All right. Why is Arkham falling? Everything's falling. I mean, look at the entire altcoin market cap. TBF with that analogy, an ant would be buying, LOL. You're not wrong, Dave. I'm sorry, man. You're one of the smartest people in here. Yes, but I just, listen, I've already done this once. I mean, not once, but I played my cards perfectly in August, okay? From April to July, I didn't buy, and then I bought heavily in August. All right, so I'm 100% convinced if you want to hold for the real bull run, you should be doing at least some buying now. Most people should. Pump after CPI data, no guarantees in that. Alex, good time to DCA. All right, listen, I am not DCAing. Maybe you should be DCAing. Maybe Dave's right. And if the market is going where I think it's going to go, then yeah, DCAing makes sense right now. But my strategy has always been to wait for every chart. You could draw a trend line that looks like this. You could draw a chart, and the altcoins just keep on bouncing off the chart and getting rejected. Okay, I want to wait for a breakthrough of the trend line and then a back test of that trend line, and that's when I buy. But I buy pretty heavily at that time. All right, so I don't DCA. I never DCA. I haven't I DCA stocks, okay? I do not DCA crypto. Never, ever, ever do I DCA crypto. Bitcoin, I'm willing to DCA. I'm not willing to DCA Bitcoin at $100,000 though. So I got in a couple HEEHEE. I'm holding till it changes my life, paper handing, everything else. Me too. It's sell in May and go away, still in plan. As of right now, yes. Do you still believe Pepe will surpass 50 billion market cap? Yes, but when? is the question. After short-term pump, do you plan to sell and buy when coins drop in price? Yes. A lot have to lose hope. I see it in X market maker. Want to think no alt season. Yes. And I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people have lost hope. You know, fear and greed index is at 35, last I checked. So, will HEEHEE ever be listed on bigger exchanges? It will, but not. We're not paying $50,000 to get on exchanges. Guys, I'm going to say this again. I've said it 100 times. Exchanges are overrated. We have something coming next month with HEEHEE that is so much better than being listed on exchanges. It's what's the word? It's like the Netflix to Blockbuster. I'm blanking on that word, right? Forget about exchanges, man. They're so overrated. But we have something coming with on-chain. That's the company we're partnering with. That you're going to be able to buy HEEHEE with a credit card or debit card. You're going to be able to buy it with Google Pay, Apple Pay. And all you're going to need is just a link. You click on the link, you buy it. Instead of all this nonsense of downloading Bitmart and verifying and you know, sending your information, KYC, all that stuff. So anyway, man, I don't like doing big buys at any levels. You're all right. Just different strategies. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I have to run. Sounds good. Still possible to have alt season even when we are QT. Not full-blown alt season. All right, so I am moving my office. Man, hodl our altcoins rather than... I would hold on to your altcoins right now. Yes. But at some point, you have to sell alt. You have to sell. With altcoins, look at what happens with... I mean, just you have to sell, but not right now. Not financial advice. All right, guys. Like I was saying, I got to go. My office is moving. No giveaway for HEEHEE. I'm sorry. I don't think at this point... We need to see something we need to see something happen with Bitcoin or the crypto market. I can't keep giving away HEEHEE when at this point when it's not just having a nearly as much of an effect. But there's going to be a time soon. Maybe I'll do it like a couple times a week instead of every day. So, all right. Like I said, moving my office. I'm moving my computer, my monitors. So I gotta cut it short. So 9 trillion bonds. I'm done. You guys keep asking questions. I'm done. So goodbye. Good luck with the move. Thank you. It's not going to be that significant. All right, let me see if I missed anything on YouTube here. With China easing on crypto, do you think Plume will get the Ondo type attention? I have no idea what Plume is. Stocks or crypto? I mean, right now, I'd rather buy stocks, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm done.